Hi everyone and welcome back to my morning report analysis videos with me, Richard Parrock, analyst at Hantec Markets on Friday 19th of October, looking at dollar yen, which has been a bit of an interesting chart in the last few days because it looked as though that the dollar was strengthening as risk appetite was improving, but that risk appetite has sort of deteriorated, and what we saw is subsequently, even though the dollar strengthened yesterday, the yen was even stronger. Pulling dollar yen lower with that bear candle. But we've seen a slight unwinding of that move today, 12.40 area, and market has actually added about 25 pips this morning. So it's an improvement in the outlook, but I think what it does is it just continues to sort of consolidate really around this uptrend. This is a 6-7 month uptrend that's in formation now, still holding on to that uptrend. And what it is sort of mixing up these momentum indicators. You'd seen the stochastics, which had been sort of beginning to push higher nicely, just sort of tailing off a touch, and that's not all that great. That is the case. RSI just hovering around 50 really, and MACD lines sort of coming back towards neutral. So there is an increasingly sort of neutral, I suppose, near-term outlook, given the fact that we've had that bearish candle yesterday. But there is, you could argue, the fact that you're still in the uptrend, so this corrective move is having sort of picked up from 1160 means that the market is still fairly confident. However, it's not confident enough to push the dollar strongly higher, and that would be likely to still be the case, given the fact that we've got that uptrend and we've got momentum indicators are configured on a medium to longer term basis, still positive, certainly on the RSI and MACD lines, but it doesn't look as though the market is ready to push higher yet, and perhaps we need to wait for some sort of trigger signal for that to happen. But in the meantime, with negative market sentiment, you're going to see the yen sort of still performing fairly well, and you can see this sort of false start that we had with this little mini uptrend broken. Momentum indicators taking a less strong configuration with the MACD lines especially, and it'd be interesting to see if the market now starts to sort of fail to sort of push on higher. Resistance at 1272 is first in place, and then you've got sort of just above 13 big figure again. So yeah, you'd need to break above 1270 area to sort of regenerate some of the upside momentum, and you haven't really got that at the moment. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading. I'll speak to you later.